Do it. Moving on, 2 weeks from now, it will officially be summer. A lot of your children are finishing up school. They'll be heading to camp. Adults will be heading to the beach. But there is a very good chance that the sunscreen you have been using and paying a lot of money for is doing nothing to protect you from skin cancer. New Consumer Reports study came out recently. We told you about this. 11 out of 34 sunscreens tested didn't even meet the sun protection claims. They're doing nothing. All sunscreens claiming to be natural did not meet the standards. Enter Hain Celestial, king of the natural everything. Chairman and CEO Irwin has a whole panoply of sunscreens he has brought with us. And when you heard that nothing that's stamped natural was protecting, you have so many Jason products, and we've got a bunch of them right here. SPF 45, SPF 50. Are these protecting me or not?
So first of all, there's nothing here that I would not allow my kids to take to camp. And you talk about DEET and DEET-free products today, and you talk about getting camp season and having 4 kids going to camp. All my kids take these to camp. And Liz, in creating Hain in 1990, natural organic products were not well known. Today, it's prevalent everywhere, every major supermarket, every major mass market, along with Whole Foods. In 2004, I entered the personal care category. And I was amazed they would call it organic, and they might have been organic water, and there's no such thing as organic water.
No such thing.
But I got to come back and say is this here, what Hain has done in getting rid of phthalates and parabens. If you go back and look at Johnson & Johnson, when you gave your kids bath with Johnson & Johnson, there was formaldehyde in those products, okay, and you didn't even know it. So number one is, what's the most important thing? The product got to work, okay, and protect you from the sun. And number two, it's all those artificial ingredients, is all those chemicals that were in there that you're sitting there with your bare skin. And today...
But I'm telling you, if I put this on, look at how fair my skin is. Okay, this is called Russian, Romanian
So I'll tell you what, we will do a bet. We'll go to the beach together, and we'll both sit out in the sun, and we'll come back and see who's red and who's sitting there and doesn't look like they were a lobster that day.
Well, you have become the craft of health food, and it is a conglomerate.
Can't you give me a better compliment than that?
Well, you know what? You used to tell me that. I want to be the craft of health food and health products. And now, again, you're almost looking down on them because you have done so incredibly well. However, it seems there is so much acquisition activity. You have 3G Capital and Warren Buffett buying up Hain's and buying up Kraft. Anybody trying to buy you?
So just to come back for a second, listen, the world has changed in regards to consumer products. The consumers got educated. There's 93 million millennials out there today that understand products, understand ingredients, and with the flick of their, cell phone, go out there and understand what's in a product today.
They like natural, don't they?
Well, they like natural. They like organic. The whole thing about animal welfare, how an animal or a bird is treated, how food is treated today. They're big on sustainability. The other thing which is interesting, they don't want to buy brands their parents used or parents bought. And it's interesting what we're going through with Celestial Seasoning, changing the packaging of millennials. Millennials drink more tea today than they do on coffee. If you come back and look at our organic baby food business and why that is growing the way it is, moms and dads will only introduce infants and toddlers to organic baby food or formula as their first foods. What's happening in the snack category today with Terra chips in regards to GMO? And, Liz and I started this.
Can I go to your poultry business? Because we've got an avian flu situation going on across the nation. You guys have Plainville Farms. I believe you have Empire Chicken.
Empire Chicken, Freebird. Listen.
Any problems with avian flu?
Listen, we have been very lucky, and we have missed it all. Now with the heat, avian bird flu is behind us, but there's still the remnants of a lack of eggs and lack of birds out there. We have not been affected. We have enough eggs and we have enough product, and actually we picked up a lot of supply on others that can't. But the big thing that's happening in the whole protein category today, consumers are eating a lot less red meat, a lot less pork, but they want birds that have not been treated with antibiotics. You heard McDonald's come out and said, we're no longer going to serve chicken by 2018 that has been treated with human antibiotics. You've heard, Yum Brands come out and talk about Pizza Hut and Taco Bell. We're not going to have food coloring in our products by 2017.
Meantime, you're doing it.
Well, we've been doing it for a long time. 99% of our products today are GMO-free today, which is important. Our natural or clean ingredients, and that's what the consumer's focused on.
Yeah. Well, you and I should do the skin test, but I'm going to be the one
We'll be
wearing
drinking
sunscreen.
We'll have Blueprint on the beach with us with sunscreen, and we'll make sure we got 50 for you, Liz.
Well, your stock is up 38% over the past year. No activists hovering at the moment. So, yeah, he's happy about that.
Yeah, I've had Carl Icahn. I knew nothing. I couldn't spell the word activist before him, but I'll tell you what, he's been a happy shareholder, and he was great within the company.
Well,
so.
yeah, just keep him happy. Irwin, great to see you. Thank you very much.
Nice seeing you.
Irwin Simon, Hain Celestial Chairman and CEO. He says this is going to protect you. Okay,
absolutely.
That's what he says.
Send your kids to camp with it. That and our bug spray. That's important too.